Good morning, everyone. Your boy's on the road walking. It's like 10:30. I fucking been on the phone all morning, man. I haven't had time to really make any videos. I've been messaging back and forth with these people, and it's frustrating because I actually went and did make a video. My dumbass fucking accidentally deleted it before I got to upload it. I thought, like, when I deleted, because I have like screenshots and a bunch of other shit that I just had to send to some people. So I accidentally fucking deleted the video thinking it was a screenshot like an idiot. So I talked for a good 15 minutes for no reason. Yeah. So if you decide to do a YouTube channel or any type of, filming, just know and remember that this will happen. That will happen to you. You're gonna get frustrated at times. And waste time. Still practice, I guess, right? So, today is really important. Really, really important. Today is a day where, I show everyone how to turn $500 into $1 million business over time, which I've done. So I apologize, dog. He's like, what the fuck, man? I'm trying to use the bathroom. Yeah, you see? So what the fuck, dude? I'm trying to use the bathroom. You running up on me? But it's not easy to do. It's not easy to turn $500 into $1 million business. And a lot of people will laugh when you say this. But I've done it twice. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna show you guys, which I could tell you this. The number one thing that you're gonna get frustrated with is time wasted. I'm almost thinking about calling this video time wasted because I just went to McDonald's and there's a gentleman. He has a laptop for sale, which is a very expensive laptop. They start anywhere from $700 all the way up to $3,000, $5,000. And a lot of people don't buy them because of the way they look. They're Lenovo IDEA ThinkPads. They haven't changed the style of the laptop in years. They've always been the same, like the chassis in a sense, So, a lot of people don't know what they are, But IBM ThinkPad, that's a business laptop. It's strictly for companies, you know what I mean? Doing really, really advanced stuff, People like me know what they are. People like me use them and buy them. So this gentleman has one with a T2000 graphics card and a Xeon processor, which I'm looking for because of the architecture. I believe in my heart, Xeon. The Xeon processing is one of the my favorite architectures. You have different architectures, Spark, Intel, Amped, which they're all theoretical, which ones are better, right? They got all these supercomputers that, Japan runs, all these different countries we run. They fucking have competitions, man, where they can see which, like, all these computers, these supercomputers, they can supercompute, how many gigaflops they can crunch in a sense, how fast they can crunch numbers in a sense. And, they got a standard they run, and they run them every year and have a competition. Japan was just in lead. I think they just got beat. They were in lead. And it was a Fuji. It was a Fuji system. It was the company that built it, I think, was through Fuji, which is amazing. But this guy, right? He has a laptop for $300, man, and I looked it up, and there's so many different versions of that model number. Because it is an IBM ThinkPad Lenovo, they have so many different specs, man. I'm telling you, like, if you look up a Lenovo IBM ThinkPad, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? But they're the most advanced, one of the most advanced computers you can get when it comes to the motherboard, you know, the internals. They're always gonna have the best. The Lenovo ThinkPad, IBM. I mean, come on, IBM, it's the original people that created the computer. Come on. International Business Machine, they called it. You know? It's frustrating because I just walked up there, right? He said that he was going to meet me up there. I walked up there because he wanted to handle it in the morning. He's the one that brought it up. He's like, let's get this done this morning. Let's get this done quick, you know? I'm going to do my homework on you, make sure you're legit. You know, I told him let's meet at my house. He said, I'm not comfortable. We'll meet somewhere public. I said, McDonald's. He said, okay. I walk up to McDonald's. I'm hanging out. Sure as shit. You know, an hour goes by, man. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? As I'm waiting, right? One of the girls, this girl that my brother knows, her name is Aaliyah. She's actually a really cool chick, man. She's cool as fuck, man. She owns like a Harley, 2 Harleys. She owns a Harley, an Indian, and she's really small in stature, so like you don't expect that, you know. And she runs she has her own personal business. She runs it off of Facebook, which really impresses me. How determined she is for who she is, and she has a bunch of kids, man. She's got fucking 3 kids, 3 daughters, I think. You know, I know 2 of them for sure, but I think she has 3. No, I think she has 2 daughters and a boy. That's what it is. And, that's gotta be hard. You know what I mean? I don't even take care of kids right this moment, you know? I've talked about that, in videos before, which would be spoken about more later on in the future. But she messaged me, which I wasn't really sure why. I was like, what the fuck, why is she messaging me, you know? But she messaged me and asked me for my little brother's number, and I was like, well, I haven't talked to them or seen them. I went by one of their places the other day, and they told me they were moved out, and I got a hold of them, and I told them I wanted to see them. He wasted my time, you know? And then I told her if she does see them, to make them fucking pull down their fucking socks off, I told her to make them show her their feet and their hands, their arms and stuff, and fucking make sure they're not fucking dying, like, the infection, if any of them got an infection. And I told her to make them go to the hospital. If they don't want to go to the hospital, they won't go. I told her, because I know who she is, like how she is. So she's a firecracker, and she cares, so I told her to send me pictures of the infection so I know how bad it is. That way I can make a call if I'm going to actually go over there or not, and beat the fuck out of my brother and drag him by his neck into the hospital to fucking get a shot fucking before he gets septic and fucking dies. So, and this is what I've been dealing with. This is why I stay away from all of that family. I don't go around them, but I do care, and it fucking hurts. So, yeah. But then she messaged me, and she's like, well, you want to work? I was like, I do. I love working, and she knows that. I have worked for her before, actually. She runs, she paints houses. She does drywall. Listen, man, this woman can make your house beautiful. I've seen this woman. Listen, there's not too many women I know that can make 30 grand in a month, okay? This woman can make 30 grand in a month. That's how smart this woman is. She's very intelligent. Has problems, everyone's rough around the edges. But you guys might meet her today. I don't know if she's going to pick me up or not. I gave her my address. I told her, look, pick me up. My truck, here's the situation. If you really want some help today, I'm more than happy to, be an extra hand of help, So she'll pay me cash money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You're talking $100 at the end of the day. Or, however many hours I put in, I'm about to be making fucking $15-20 an hour, which is fine. Even if I make only $15 an hour, right? She only pays me $15 an hour. That's good money, That's what she does. She pays people to work for her. So my camera's freezing up. I don't know why. I'm not uploading anything, so. But I'm gonna go ahead and figure things out. So I had to put $100 in the ATM. I gotta pay my electric bill, which is $50, and I bought food, which was $9. So I'm basically already $60 in the hole out of that 500. I'm about to be grabbing a notebook, and we're going to be jotting down 500, and we're going to be minusing that money from it. I'm going to be purchasing things like that laptop. That guy said his wife held him up. That's why he couldn't make it, which is, whatever it is, whether it's believable or not, that doesn't matter. He said he can meet me at 1 o'clock. So I am going to see if this woman picks me up. She may or may not. Who knows? She offered, so that's a good chance that she might, right? Because she needs the help. I might have her take me to meet him because he is in Canton area. He was going to drive to me. He knows my situation, and I really need this laptop. If it's the laptop that I'm thinking, because there's so many of them, that's a $1,600 laptop. $1,700 laptop for $300, and he's looking to bless someone. He needs the money. I was thinking it was stolen at first. I ain't gonna lie. But the area that he's in, you know what I mean. And then I looked at his Facebook and stuff. The way he talks, and he works at U of M, man. He's got a U of M. You know what I mean? He's affiliated with the University of Michigan. So that's the type of person he is. He has money. You know what I mean? He makes money, I'm saying. He probably has a really, really good job and is looking to bless someone, He probably got a better computer or a different one, and he's ready to move on, and he could just use the $300, So he told me his wife held him up, that he could meet me after 1 o'clock. I sent him the message. I screenshotted the message of, Aaliyah, saying, where are you? I told her, I tell her an hour, so he would believe me that I'm not bullshitting, because people, are thinking, people are always on bullshit, and I don't want to be pesty, oh my God, hurry up, I've been waiting here too long, you know what I mean? So that's why I sent him the message, bro, I was already here for an hour, kinda, you're not here. I might have an opportunity to get a job or to make money today, and you're still not here, so what's up? And then I messaged that, I sent him the screenshot, and, I was like, what's up, And he messaged me, and he's like, my wife held me up, I'm so sorry. I was like, I didn't say anything. I was going to say, well, thanks for the, the heads up, but that's why I spoke up for myself. Never be afraid to speak up for yourself. Ever. Never, ever. Just always speak up for yourself. Just make sure it's right, don't be standing up for no bullshit. Don't be standing up for the wrong shit, you know what I mean? Don't be, you know what it is I'm saying, so, yeah, this guy, hopefully I get this laptop, because the plan is I spend $300, right? That's $300 less. I only have $200, but here's the thing is, I gotta pay my bill, first of all. I gotta recoup money. You have to find stuff in value to purchase, to flip. I know that laptop is worth more than $1,000. right? I'm only getting it for 300 if I get it. Worst case scenario, right? If I don't even use it, I refurbish it, which doesn't need to be refurbished, but I put a new operating system on it. I clean it, I put Windows 11 Pro on it, make sure it's fully up to date. I can relist it and I can get 500 for it, no problem. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm making 200 bucks. But this is the plan. If this laptop works out better than the one that I have in the pawn shop, right? Which I pawned for 80 bucks to pay my internet bill, which I got to go get out in a couple days. I will sell that one. So I'll end up keeping the Lenovo ThinkPad, right? I'll go ahead, transfer all my stuff from that laptop, the one that's in the pawn shop, which is a Dell XPS gaming business laptop, which has a 4K screen, which they're still selling for $1,000. So I'm gonna list that for 500. I'll take the first 450. 400. I'll list that. You know what I mean? That's where I'm gonna be making up my money in a sense. So the one laptop, right? I'm buying it for 300. I would relist it for 400. I'd make $100 off of it. I know it doesn't sound like much, but if I go get that laptop, right, pay 300, right, and then I list it for 400, even if it doesn't sell that day, technically I made $100 that day when it does sell. Technically, right? If we don't count in food and all this stuff. This is why you gotta get a binder or a notebook, which I have one. I have it already. You need to grab one. So I'm going to be showing you how to build a business from 500 bucks up to a multi-million-dollar business. Your business might be different. Your situation is always going to be different. And it's not going to be necessarily the same business. I'm going to be dealing mostly right now in physical things. I'm not providing a service in a sense, but I am. Which I will be, because in order to be a multi-millionaire, you pretty much have to have your hands in everything. That's the truth. That's just how it is, and you have to really understand the value in everything. And it's not just things. You have to understand the value of business and the value of, what it means to go out of your way for people. When not to go out of your way. When you learn all this stuff though through time and experience. This is why I'm sharing my experience with everyone, so that they get a head start in a sense. You get a jump start on whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in life. So if that's you, you're struggling with finances and you're struggling with, a home, a place to sleep, God will give you that place. You really have to learn how to live on nothing, on God's grace, which is just food, right? God simply provides you food every day. You have a roof over your head. You're on the earth. You have a roof over your head. All you got to do is make a house. You can make a hut. You can live in a box. Listen, man. When God planted Adam and Eve in the garden, was there a house? No. They didn't ever even think about having a house until they ate from the tree that they said that were told not to eat from. None of that stuff existed. All they did, the whole thing was, all the glory was with God. Adam and Eve strolled the garden. That's what they did. They strolled the garden and took care of the garden, which this garden was amazing. You're talking, fruit of silver and gold. You're talking, the most amazing thing that you could ever picture, and Adam and Eve were walking through it, Come on, man. Can you imagine this earth back, in Jurassic times? Because that's when listen, man, people were on this earth with Jurassic times. They were. They were. We lived here. We were on the earth when the dinosaurs were here. Don't think that we weren't. We were. God, the Bible clearly says He created all things and then created us last. If He created all things on the earth, right? And then created us last, that tells you right there that we were here when the dinosaurs were here. Use your head. Think. It blows my mind. But imagine, man, this whole earth, right? Because this earth was the garden. This was the whole earth was the garden. You know? Imagine all those old reefs and all those old plants, you know what I mean? Jurassic plants, you know, and ancient stuff, you know? Imagine, you know, come on, all you gotta do is look at fucking the state of Washington, California. You know, all those fucking trees that are the size, I mean, come on, you can drive cars through them. All you gotta do is picture that. And that's what it was like, you know, on this earth. It was like that everywhere, you know, but evil, you know, God cursed it because God knew that it was gonna die anyways. He wanted it to die. The only way evil would ever go away was for it to die. So listen, the only way to try and find true happiness, really, is through Jesus Christ. That's the only way. Because you learn to find happiness and suffering in Christ. Because you find a purpose in Him. You find a purpose in yourself because He's living in your heart, which shows you that purpose. He shows you your true self. He pushes you to do what it is that you need to do when you need to do it and how He wants it done. Not you. You do it the way He wants it done because He's telling you how to do it. And if you're in a relationship with God and you do it with God's way, it can't be nothing but perfect, right? So I'm gonna go smoke. I gotta and throw my pen. I'm gonna go get ready and try to get this girl to come pick me up so we can earn some money. I'm gonna charge up my devices. You guys might meet her if she picks me up. She might not pick me up. I don't know. That's what I gotta go figure out. So, I'll see you guys. In a little bit. You know, it's a shitty day, rainy day. So I'm really trying to get that laptop today. That's my mission today, because it's such a good deal. I can get rid of that other laptop and I can pretty much double my money. You know, if I'm buying it for $300, right? I fix up this laptop. I go get my other laptop out. I list it for $750. I sell it for the first $5. I'll take $4. I'm making really good money. I'm not doubling my money yet because, you know, I'm listing it for $4. If I take $4, if I take $5 minus the $80, I'm getting pretty close to doubling my money. That's a really good deal. And I get a fucking badass laptop out of the deal. So I'm winning. So this is the type of stuff you have to learn and do. You have to learn to understand the value in things. And when you know you got a good deal and when to jump on it. Honestly, it's sad, but you have to, if you want to get somewhere fast, legitly, right, and do it the right way, you got to find the people that they're good people, right? They just need the money or they're looking to bless people. You can find these deals all the time on Facebook Marketplace. Look, listen, I have $70,000 in my Cash App for a reason. Because people have blessed me. People have I've earned money off of their blessing. And remember, you are the blessing. That's the problem. People, they ask for a blessing when they don't know. Then they need to realize you are the blessing. You're the blessing. You don't need a blessing. You got to bless someone else. When you bless someone else, you give to them, you do something for them, whatever it is that they need done, right? Because they don't know how to do it, or they're in a bad situation, or they need help. You do those things. That's when you get paid for what it is that you do. You get blessed, and you get blessed tenfold, 100-fold, because you're helping someone in need. And God, He loves it. He absolutely goes berserk. All the angels start praising and singing. They're watching over you. When you do so, they will fight evil. There's angels flying down right now, fighting for you. They're fighting off all these evil spirits for you, and you don't even know it, and you don't even recognize it, or even have any gratitude towards it. So, you know, you want to get somewhere, you need to start thanking God for what it is that you have. Because you didn't choose to be here, you didn't choose your family, you didn't choose this life. That's how you know God exists, right? It's that simple. You know, I'm taking everyone back to the basics. That's facts.